Where's the party?
Let's have some fun. Hi, Sue.
Hi, Shelley.
And welcome to the Fun Grandma Podcast. We're in episode 6, and we had such great guests. They were Sue's grandchildren, Jaxsen and BreeElla. It was a great conversation.
Yeah, it really was. I loved having them on, and they are both so tender-hearted.
They are.
And they're great kids. Just ask their grandmother. They're amazing.
I concur.
Yeah.
I also, though, want to hear about another one of your grandchildren, your great-granddaughter.
Okay.
We love Parker Sue updates.
Okay. Well, she's sitting in the high chair yesterday, and she's 9 months. She's very into her tongue, and she's sticking her tongue out, and my dog gets close, and they touch tongues, and we all are like, stop that! And no one is allowed to kiss Parker Sue, and the first one in the family was Gideon.
It was the dog.
It was the dog. But anyway.
That's hilarious.
She loves this baby doll that I have. And I said to everybody yesterday, I'm getting her a doll. Don't anybody else
Right,
get
you
her
gotta
a doll.
claim that,
Right?
yes.
So I got that.
Good.
Yeah.
Well, good. Well, Christmas is taken care of.
Yeah.
That is fantastic. Oh, great. Well, I know you're going to just enjoy this conversation we have with Jaxsen and BreeElla. Hey, Sue.
Hi, Shelley.
And welcome, listeners. We have some amazing guests here today. We have Jaxsen and BreeElla. These are Sue's grandkids. And I want to just introduce them a bit to you. So, Jaxsen, tell us how old you are.
I'm 15 years old.
And what grade?
I'm a freshman in high
And
school.
what school?
I go to Ilwaco High School
Yeah.
over on the Washington coast.
Sweet. And I hear you just got your permit.
Yep.
So you're driving. That's fantastic. Any other? Give us the extracurriculars.
Scoop. Give us the scoop.
Yeah. What is Jaxsen into?
I mean, sports are in full throttle, so basketball is starting. I have
Sweet.
the day we get back, I have a game the next day.
Really?
So.
Oh, fun. And
Well,
you love basketball.
Yeah, I
think.
love basketball.
But tell them also about your choir thing that's happening.
Oh, so I'm doing choir, and in April we're doing a fundraiser right now, and in April we're going to Florida. We're going to
Florida.
Yeah.
What is happening is we have some choir competitions we're doing there, and we are going to Disney, and
You're gonna catch Orlando when you're there.
yep. And what is going to happen is we're going to record some audio, and there's supposed to be a little animation they're going to film with all the band.
What a neat
It's the entire
thing.
music program, so all the band kids and choir kids are there, so they're going to film and record it and have an animation, and you're supposed to see that by the end of the year.
Amazing
It's
experience.
supposed to be super fun.
We'll have to
Yeah.
catch you on the other side of that.
Yeah.
I want to hear more.
I'm really
Yeah.
excited to see how it turns out.
Yeah.
All right. Well, sweet.
Yeah.
Well, BreeElla, same thing. Age, school. Give us the.
Give us
All the deets.
Okay. My name is BreeElla, and I am 11 years old. I am in 5th grade at Ocean Park Elementary. I'm gonna be in middle school next year, so that's gonna be fun.
Super fun.
I do 5 dance classes, so 3 days a night. I do tap, acro, lyrical, jazz fusion, which is kind of a mix of everything, and ballet. Those are all my classes.
Are you in a competition school then?
No, it's not with the school. It's actually separate.
Sure, but your dance school, do people there do competitions?
Competitions. If you're in the dance team, I'm not in the dance team. I want to work up to it, but I'm working up to point shoes right now. That's my goal right now. I actually just got nominated my president of my school, so that's exciting.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
What are some of your responsibilities?
Well, we have meetings, and the person who's in charge of that is actually having surgery. So now me and my vice president have to organize the meetings, which will be fun, but also kind of stressful because I'm like I learned it in 15 minutes, so I'm gonna have to kind of get up. And I have a lot of reading groups. I love being president because I get to be involved with stuff. I think that's the best part about being president.
Yeah, I bet you're quite the servant leader. Yeah,
Yeah, I love being a part of everything.
that's
Well,
wonderful.
tell them the first thing you did at your first responsibility something that you changed at your school.
Yeah. What progress have you made?
So we were, okay, I'd like to say it's not the United States Constitution, it's the school constitution. Because my parents were like, you want us to read the whole United States Constitution? And we were like, no, it's just my school. And it's long. It's like 15 pages and you have to read it all. And we changed it. It was the one the high school uses.
Yeah.
And we changed it because a lot of us had to have our parents because we didn't understand it very well. So we changed it to an elementary middle school one.
That's
So
excellent.
we voted on that and changed it. And then Miss Keller brings it up with the actual school board. We're kind of like, we vote on something and then it tells to the actual school board and they approve it.
That makes sense.
It
I
has
love
to-
that you're learning all that.
Exactly. We have to be we approve it and then they approve it.
What a fantastic. Your schools are just
Very-
providing amazing experiences.
Yeah.
Very involved.
I'm
Yeah.
loving this, and I
Yeah.
love that you guys are taking advantage of that. That is so great.
Yeah, I loved when I talked to her after, I think it was her second meeting, and I said, well, what did you do? And she said, well, we changed the Constitution. And I was like, oh, okay, well, great.
Right.
Sounds
You know, just a small jump.
small. I thought maybe
Right,
you,
you know,
you
putting
would,
on
like,
the flavor of
orchestrated.
cupcakes for
Right.
the next party. You know?
That's what I was
I
thinking.
like that these kids, yeah, they're doing real stuff.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Usually we ask grandparents to share a funny story
This is
about
such a good-
grandchildren. So this is a good
Yes.
twist, right?
This is a great twist.
Okay, so we'd like to hear a funny story about a grandparent.
Okay.
You got one?
First one that comes to mind isn't you or Papa. It's Mimi's
Okay.
story.
That's great.
It's a story about my other grandma. You've heard this one. The story of we were going down to the beach on the Oregon coast. I think we were at Gearhart, and we drove down, and most of us, there was like half of us in the car and half of us down at the water, and Mimi was down at the water, and Papa was in the car. And what happens is when there's a really big tide and the sand shifts, it becomes really sinky, and you can get stuck really easily. So Mimi is walking around, she's looking at the water, and she looks down, and I mean, she's down by like a foot and a half. Like, she is completely stuck and cannot move at all. And by the time, and we're trying to help her out, and by the time, and she's about to her knees, and we were laughing our heads off. But Papa's in the truck, and he does not see us laughing. He sees us screaming, and he sees his wife half sunk into the sand.
Right.
But the door had like a child's lock on it, and he's in the back seat, so he can't open the door. So he crawls up the front seat and starts. And then it took him a little bit, but he realized we were all laughing. But that's one that comes to mind. Right off the bat.
Well, that's pretty
That's a-
good. That's
that is-
outstanding.
That's a fun memory for sure. How about you, Bree?
This is also about my Mimi and Papa.
Okay.
It was my 10th birthday, and we were going to go ziplining. And my Mimi and Papa and me both love Starbucks. We all love Starbucks. I'm a coffee drinker, and we were going to get something to eat or drink. And on our way there, we went to the drive-thru, and we were sitting there for a really long time, and we were just like, why isn't it? Because nothing moved. It was like, it was a car and then another car, and she was ordering or whatever, and it was like 15 minutes, and nothing has happened.
Stuck in a-
So, and we can't, and I didn't want to miss my zip line, and we were stuck. We couldn't get out. So Papa comes out of the car and goes around to make sure she's okay, or whoever's in the car, and she goes, ma'am, are you okay? Yeah, I've been screaming at this thing for about 20 minutes, and no one's answered. The drive-thru was closed. She was just screaming at it for 20 minutes, and nothing has answered.
That is
So so Papa went around and told all the cars, and I remember Mimi being so annoyed that she didn't get her coffee in her hands. Now we always look back to it and we crack up laughing, but then she was so upset that she didn't get her coffee.
Well, listen,
I remember
that's
that.
serious stuff.
It was,
Yeah.
pretty, it was pretty early.
It's just Mimi without coffee is a world I don't want to live in. So it was stressful for her.
Oh my gosh.
No one wants that world.
No, absolutely not. These
Exact-
guys have two sets of grandparents that have some similarities, some things that are different, but
Right.
both pastors
Yes.
and both Starbucks fans.
Right.
Yeah. So,
Well, that works out good for
yeah.
you guys.
Yeah, it does.
2 cents.
It does. One of the things that has been really hard this year is that Jackson and BreeElla lost their grandma, Mimi. And I know how important and how much you guys loved her. And I also know that you're grieving and that you're talking a lot about Mimi, which is so healthy and so great.
And it's your
And-
first holidays. I
Yes.
would think that would be
Yeah.
a hard thing.
Yeah, and I know Mimi had a lot of traditions, and so I just thought it would be cool to hear, like, what are some traditions that Mimi started that you will want to continue?
That's a good question. She does a lot of stuff. She orchestrated a lot of the stuff for our holiday celebrations, and their house was always the meetup place for our holidays and everything. She was an amazing decorator. She loved to decorate for.
Oh, okay.
Their house was decked out with absolutely everything. So that's something that I want to continue, and hopefully I can get some of those decorations that meant a lot to me when I was younger.
Yeah, so that's cool.
So decorating.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think that's a great tradition.
Yeah,
One that sticks out to me right now, it's actually a Halloween tradition.
Oh, that's great.
One of her favorite holidays was Christmas, Thanksgiving, and Halloween. I feel like those were her decorating. Those were like number one. You got to do these for decorating. Have to. And there was this little bowl, and every year Mimi would put candy corn and the little pumpkins, and they were all of our favorites. We loved them. But we would never touch the candy corn. We'd all eat the pumpkins, and then when they were gone, we wouldn't touch the candy corn because we knew if we touched it, she wouldn't buy more pumpkins, so she had to refill it every year. And I thought that was so fun, so I wanted to take that tradition, and I want to leave it out every year, kind of like in the kitchen, maybe dining table. I thought that was always... I feel like every year when I came, I'd say hi to her and Papa, and then I'd go straight there. That was
Stop
all the
number 2.
kids. Exactly. That was all the kids' area. So that would be a tradition that I'd love to continue with her.
That sounds great.
yeah.
Your Mimi sounds wonderful.
She
Yeah.
was.
I know that she loved you guys so much. And, you know, one of the things about having special people in your lives is how they make you feel, right? And so when you think about how Mimi made you feel, what comes to mind? How did Mimi make you feel?
Just loved. She loved spending time with family, and whenever we got to see her, it was always great, and she was always so happy to see everyone and get the family together. It was her favorite thing.
Yeah.
I agree with Jackson. I think that was a really important part
Yeah.
of holidays or special events. And I agree with Jackson. That was kind of the meetup place. So I think Mimi just made us all feel so happy inside.
Yeah.
And I think that was a big part of it.
Yeah. Like, because we all lived in the same area,
Right,
you
you
know.
guys
I
always
would do a lot of pickups and drop-offs, and every time when I go get these guys or drop them off, you know, she was always ready to share something about something that you guys did or something fun. And I know that she loved all of her grandchildren very much and is very, very missed. So thank you for being willing to talk about these things, because it's hard.
Well,
It-
and I know we have listeners that are going through similar things. I think we miss our family the most keenly at
Yeah.
these times of year. So
Yeah, it's really true.
Yeah.
It's really true. What helps when you're feeling, when it's hard, when it's really hard? What helps you as you're grieving? Is there anything that helps?
Talking about it. And
Talking-
talking with family.
Okay,
Just talking about memories.
yeah,
And I mean, it's hard, but it's definitely helpful.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would say, actually, surprisingly, pictures. Because when we knew, like, she was in the stage where she's about to pass, and we knew we were just waiting for it to happen. And I think a big part of it was I was on the couch at Grandma's house, and I was looking at pictures of her. And she loved pictures. She had phones, computers full of pictures. She probably had a picture of us, like 200 pictures of us at every single age we've ever had. And it was super important to her. And I have a lot of pictures of her because on my iPad, so I would do that. So I think pictures really helped because I just remember it all the times I had with her.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a good thing to know.
Yeah.
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 Well, thanks for talking about that. And something that I appreciate about your guys' family is how much it is so obvious to those of us on the outside that you guys know each other well, that you talk to each other. All you grandkids are so great to spend time with your grandparents, and you don't blow them off. Or it's just really terrific. But there's some families that I know that it can be a challenge, and I've had this experience too, that when we spread out in age, sometimes it can be hard to connect with each other with where each other is at. You know, like, I don't know if you probably haven't because you've had grandparents that you felt really close to. But sometimes if you live far apart or even that age gap can make you feel like, gosh, I don't even know how to start a conversation. And here on the Fun Grandma podcast, we're just so into generations connecting because we just know it's so important. And we want this rich experience for everyone like that you guys have had. So one of the resources that we like to look into is this website called access.org. And they have all kinds of tools for families to use to encourage people in conversation and to encourage them in the Lord. And it's just really kind of great. So these two have graciously agreed to be test subjects with one of the tools. So what they do is they provide conversation guides, and they're on all kinds of topics. One of the guides I particularly find fun is there's an entire guide just on slang. And if you ever want to have a great time, you can just look on that and look up these words. And all the time, like one expression, I'd love to hear you guys' thoughts. I'm going to butcher it too. So, like, if somebody ate and left no crumbs, does that mean anything to you? No.
I can't think of
I
anything.
don't-
No.
What do you think it would mean?
Ate and left no crumbs. Just ate everything.
Right.
Messy.
Right. Well, I guess it means they did an exceptional job. Like, they rocked it. You see, that's old school talk. Rocked it. I don't even know what era that's from. I don't even know if that's legit. But anyway, yeah, ate and left no crumbs. And I could be quoting it wrong. But anyway, these are things that I look up because I'm weird. Okay, back to the conversation guide. Let's get ourselves pulled together here. All right, so this guide is on friendship. So Sue, do you want to start them off with a question?
Sure. Okay, can you guys, do you have a friend that is close enough that you could share anything with?
100%.
Definitely.
Okay, so who is that friend?
I have my closest person, my closest friend is probably my cousin, actually. Her name is Taylor. We grew up together. We were in the same class since, we grew up in Fingerprints, and then we went kindergarten, first and second grade all together. She actually now lives in California. Is that right?
Florida.
Florida, oh my gosh.
That's okay.
One of those coasts.
I knew that. I totally
Somewhere.
knew that.
Yeah.
And I actually FaceTimed her yesterday, and we're just so close, and we could talk about literally anything together. That's just super important.
Yeah. How about you, Jax?
My best friend Joey. He lives up in Coeur d'Alene, and they moved when we were both pretty young. So, but we've kept a relationship forever. And when we both got phones and were able to communicate with each other without, our parents and them. I mean, they came down every year, but it wasn't the same.
Still.
And now we talk all the time.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and
Every single-
what a cool thing about this generation. That wouldn't have been possible when I was a kid.
Right.
Well, if somebody moved away, it was a big grief.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
yeah, you most likely weren't going to talk to them again.
Yeah. Like, how often do you talk to Joey during a week?
There was a point for the past couple of years where it was every single day. We were
Oh.
on the phone.
Well, sure,
We
because
talked-
you can reach out. It's not.
Yeah.
I mean, through text and call, but now I think it's a couple of times a week where we have like a solid like hour and a half conversation.
Oh.
We just talk about what's happened throughout the week.
That's awesome.
That would be so.
Like, we're both super
Goofy.
connected in each other's lives, and we just
So when did that friendship start for you guys?
our parents were close friends. Our parents lived across the street from each other when we were born. So when I was born, his mom was always at our house because she was waiting to give birth, and so
Well, there
Yeah.
you have it.
Wow.
From the womb.
from
That,
it's always been that way.
That's serious.
yeah.
15 years.
That's so cool.
That really is. So, social media. How has social media impacted your guys' lives yet? I mean, does it have anything to do with your connections with your friends or not?
Definitely not. I do not use social media at all.
Okay.
Like 0.0.0.
Okay. How about
There-
you, Jax?
I think there's certain websites that I use and I stay connected with people. Like either there's a camp I go to over the summer that I don't get to see. I see them 6 days out of the year. So I stay connected through certain apps and stuff. And I don't use a whole lot of social media. It's not,
Sure.
but
Okay, so would you say in your friends' lives that social media is a positive or a negative thing?
it can be positive, but it can be an addiction. So that's when it turns into, oh, I'm checking out someone's. I haven't seen these people in a few months. I should check out what they're to like. I can't stay off this. I can't stop doom scrolling, or it becomes an addiction and it gets bad.
I think
Okay.
it's negative because I just feel like why can't you just text or FaceTime? Like I don't need to go onto my computer and be like, what are people saying about me? Like or what are people saying about my good friends? I don't want to know if they're lying or anything about that. So I
Yeah.
wouldn't do social media. I don't think I'd ever really get into social media. Like even
Really?
as an adult
Oh,
who has like everything, I don't think I'd use Facebook or any kind of social media.
wow.
I've
It's-
heard that's. I think some good stuff could come from that.
Yeah, I do
Some
too.
good and bad stuff.
Yeah, and well, maybe some good stuff could come from
You not.
you not
using
yeah,
it.
not
Yeah.
using it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
we were talking to one of the kids in the family yesterday, and I can't remember what this program is, but it is a social media program where people just can anonymously post things, and and he was just talking about some of the issues that had been causing, and it's like,
Sure.
well, yeah. Anyway,
Well, I hear you guys. It's because you value community and accountability. You wouldn't want to get involved in that. You want to be more face to face, but I think we also pointed out. But for those long distance friends or family that you're far from, there's something. I mean, and like you guys also said, you don't necessarily need social media for that. There's lots of
No.
internet tools and apps that you can participate with. So that's interesting, and that's helpful to us. I like this kind of talking to younger people because I feel like sometimes you've probably noticed that there's just I don't know, sometimes negative connotations shared between age groups. Like I think people would just assume you'd want to be addicted to, just these stereotypes that get perpetuated.
Yeah.
So you hear to hear.
yeah,
There's some really wise young people coming up.
it's really
Very.
We
true.
should not be afraid of the next generation at all. They've got some stuff figured out.
I'm very smart.
Yeah,
I know you are, Jackson. I know you are.
and humble.
yes.
Very.
Right,
Exactly.
right.
Wow.
The whole package. The whole
Well, it
package.
sounds like you've had some really great friends.
Oh, for sure.
So have there ever been someone that was willing to suffer with you? And if they did it help? Or answer that however you feel.
There's definitely times where people will, people can be supportive, but then there's people that will really get into your life and they're family. Even if they're not really family, they are family.
Isn't that true?
Mm-hmm. And so, did you have a friend when, especially, because the grief is still so fresh with Mimi, and not that you're ever not going to really miss her, but did you have a friend that helped you go through that?
I'd say again, Joey came to her memorial service. Their family did.
Right.
And I got to see him. He came down from Coeur d'Alene, and I got to see him, and that was a huge deal to me.
Yeah, that really helped, didn't it? Yeah.
It was. When it happened, I only really talked to about with my family. So that's including who I was talking about, my cousin Taylor. But at the memorial service or at the burial, I think it was mostly my family who helped with that. So my parents, my brother, and all my cousins, and my papa obviously helped with that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right, sure.
Yeah.
Right. Well, this site, that was a great conversation, I think, and great conversation prompts. And I even used some of the conversation prompts off that site for Thanksgiving. One of the things that they suggested that we really enjoyed was sharing what we are thankful for each person that we were with. And what a powerful opportunity. And I would never have thought of that on my own. So anyway, great resources to promote some conversation.
Yeah.
But it also asked, which we thought would be fun to discuss, what is a favorite Christmas song for you guys? Because I think music is a great way to connect through the generations.
Yeah, absolutely. And these two love music.
I love music.
We love
too.
music.
I'm a huge music
Yeah.
guy.
He's a way bigger music guy than me, but I still like music, but he likes it way more. He
Are
knows
you
like
still a big Beatles fan?
he's
Yeah.
I just admire you so much.
I love
Even
the
knowing
Beatles.
I
who the
love the
Beatles
Beatles.
are.
I love Beatles.
I love Beatles.
Me
too.
and Dad, that's one of our biggest connections is we love going to concerts and listening to music. We were just at a concert a couple weeks ago.
What did you see?
A band called Thrice in Portland.
Okay,
It was so much fun.
cool.
They
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
they're
Great
into
concert. We're into every genre, but Christmas music-wise,
Yeah, what's your favorite?
I don't know. This isn't a specific song. So we have a tradition where on Christmas morning when we open presents, we listen to. We have a vinyl of the Alvin and the Chipmunks Christmas album. So we listen to all those songs while we
It's
open.
just classic, and it's on vinyl? Are
Yeah,
you
we
kidding
have
me?
we have a lot of vinyls. Dad loves collecting them, so he has that one, and we listen to. That was what Mimi. That was Mimi's original thing, and then my dad got
so
that
even-
when he moved
oh.
out. So
That's wonderful.
that was hers, and she gave it to him, and we listened to it every year.
Oh gosh,
On
I think
Christmas
that's so. I didn't even think about any of these like tradition songs. I just remembered one I used to sing all the time. You were way more prepared than I was.
So what song were you thinking,
Well,
Bree?
mine is actually "Mary, Did You Know?" I think it has the most
It's a
beautiful
beautiful song.
song. Like not necessarily the lyrics, but just the tune of it. Even without the lyrics, it's so pretty, and I think that's one of the most beautiful Christmas songs ever.
And did you think, does it make you think about wanting to make up a dance to it?
Oh gosh.
You
That's
should.
great. Yes,
She-
you should.
You know what she did for her mom's birthday? She choreographed a dance.
BreeElla?
I did.
I love that.
It's
Isn't that-
a dance
She
called
beat my
Oceans,
mug.
and I did it by
She
Hillsong.
beat your mug.
Yeah.
Your mug wasn't
Yeah,
received
your mug
as
wasn't as
That's
good.
tough. That's tough.
I had tough competition. I don't think it was very fair. I can't
I'm
dance.
sorry, you're 100% ahead. The fact that you got your mom anything. for
Well-
her birthday. Come on.
He can sing. He has a really nice voice.
Yeah.
He
Can't
can
So
sing.
sing.
I'm thinking
I couldn't dance to
Jackson
save my life.
singing, BreeElla dancing.
Oh, there we go.
That's a
Maybe.
great idea. I love that.
Oh my gosh. Oh my
I'd
gosh.
like to see that happen. So how about you, Sue? What's a favorite?
Well, I think that my favorite Christmas song is Because of a Memory.
Okay.
So it's a sidewalk prophet song. Oh, what a glorious night! And BreeElla, when we did it as a family, and Brooke and Chad and Brad sang, and BreeElla was actually baby Jesus.
Were you?
And there's at the beginning of the song, there's like a clip from Charlie Brown
Right,
Christmas, right?
That
And
song.
and Jackson was like 4 and did that, and I love that. I see that it's etched in my heart forever. Yeah. So these guys are troopers with any of my
Yeah, I
silly
get a sense
ideas that
your family has done quite a few.
yeah, they're
Quite a
Christmas
few of your silly
programs
ideas.
and
Right,
plays.
right.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
yes, we're talking about a preschool director here.
yeah.
Yeah.
BreeElla
Yeah.
just helped me.
Yeah.
This week she got to play a puppet all week.
I was Scruffy.
So
It was-
Scruffy.
Scruffy. She does
Iconic.
super church, and it was the Thanksgiving meal.
Yeah.
And when they did that, they the kids did their little gobble gobble turkey songs, and it was super cute. And then they went down to sit with their parents, and then it was kind of like Grandma did super church for the parents and the
Right,
kids.
I love that.
And she went, I brought my pet, and I sang a song that Scruffy made up, aka her, and it was so fun.
Well, it's so great because you've got these built-in, very talented
Oh, yeah.
helpers.
yeah.
That works.
Yep.
I was perfect.
Yeah.
I got. It was awkward because I was in this little curtain and I would play it, and then I came out like 20 seconds later, just kind of awkwardly, and all the parents looked at me, but the kids didn't notice anything. But the parent was just like, it's like no one noticed me.
That's right. The life and adventures.
The
of
life of a
performer.
puppet.
Yes, of
Of a
a
Bramlet.
performer.
No.
Oh
of
gosh.
a Bramlet, yeah. There it
The
is.
life of a Bramlet, exactly.
Well, my favorite song also is tied because it's a song that I got to choreograph years ago with a group of young people that I had for a long time at the studio. And they were so, I don't know, they just really worshipped every time they danced. But anyway, it's Come and Worship by Bebo Norman. And if you're not familiar with that Christmas album, it's more than just that song. That whole album is just like, oh, so good. It's old, but it's good.
Oh.
And you sound like you know about it.
I think I've heard this
Jackson.
one before.
Just so admire your musical taste.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's good or bad for you.
Good job.
I do. All right.
Okay. Well, really appreciate and
Yes,
love you guys.
This has been so
and
much fun.
It really has. Our motto here at Fun Grandma is, we have a motto. Yeah, we do. We have a motto. And doing this podcast helps me to try to, practice living out this motto. And it is, let love be your greatest aim. And having conversations with people you love helps us to do that.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
And I can tell you guys live by that. So way to live out that motto.
Yeah.
And thanks for being here. And
Yeah.
thanks for listening.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thank
Appreciate
you
it.
so much.
It's
We had so
fun.
much fun.